the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be...
It's Roy. And they'll be facing Antonio.
This bout is scheduled.
An open-air outdoor stadium. And there's the bell for round one. They both want the knockout. Good punch. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
That counter punch caught him clean. What a punch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That's another scoring shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? There's the bell for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nope, that hook won't score. Lucky that hook didn't score. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy. There's the bell for round three. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he scores with the counter. That hook just can't find the target. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much firepower here. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. To be careful for, you know, the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last fight. There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
A perfect counter lands. Missing with the hook. Perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down. There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. And miss with the jab. Punch, counter punch. Nice punch. Jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. Let's start the sixth. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. That's defense on that hook. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones and that. There's the bell for round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd, if you know somebody's got the punch.
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Got to look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Holding nothing back here in the round. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Only catching air with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what?